Copilot Agent Mode is game-changing. It's in the Home tab, Copilot and Agent Mode, available for all Microsoft 365 customers. You don't have to have a special license. It's going to fix cleaning data in this video. For example, here it's going to look at differently worded things with capitalization errors, different spellings, M instead of male, O's instead of zeros, US date formats, even translation, and then cleaning up the colors of the data. I love this feature and I can't wait to show it to you. My name is David Benheim, so let's get started. So here I am in Excel and I can go to Copilot on the right. And then to get to agent mode, you click on this and you choose agent mode there. You write your prompt. So I'm going to say, clean this data, and click that. It does take a little bit of time, but let's look at what is actually messy. So here I've got casing inconsistencies. Here I've got Britney Spears, Beyonce, misspelt. The date is in US date format, and I'm using a European style date format, so it's not going to recognize these as dates. These are to the left, which means that Excel thinks they're the numbers. Look, it's changed it there. It's changed these. It also had O's instead of zeros. This one had women and, well, it's going too fast. This one had M and women instead of male, female only, and this one is in French. So let's see what it actually fixes. Wow, it has translated those as well, and it has changed these and changed these. It's even put an E accent after Beyonce, even though that wasn't in any of my data. As you can see in the backup, there was never an accent on the E. And then here it's got a data cleaning summary, and it's done this in real time. So this is really, really great. I really love agent mode in Excel. It's just able to do so much. It's also done this other stuff, so made the header row bolded. It hasn't done everything, so I do want it to make everything consistent. So I'm going to give it some further instructions. So I'm going to say, make all backgrounds in white and all colors of fonts consistent. I've got a misspelling, but it should be able to work that out. And I've sped that one up, but check that out. How cool is that? And after that, what you can actually do is you can say, create a new sheet which lists these changes for reference. How useful is that? Note that your file needs to be saved online. Autosave needs to be on. This could be in SharePoint or OneDrive. And Copilot Agent Mode is actually available to every Microsoft 365 customer, even if you're not paying for the additional Copilot license. So the additional Copilot license will give you additional things like this feature called Clean Data over here. And if you'll have noticed right at the beginning, I had a pop-up here that said you have 2 cleanups that Clean Data can figure out. So here's the original one. And just to show you Clean Data, this has identified the Beyonce thing and the Glasgow thing only. It hasn't identified everything else. The date, the O's for zeros, the woman, male, the extras in French. It hasn't identified any of those. So back in agent mode, I can say add data validation to columns where relevant. And check that out. Drop down lists. Oh, okay, it hasn't quite worked. Let's see if we can fix that. Drop down lists, show the link, not the output. Okay, and now that's fixed it. You can see it in here. Nice. Note that it's also added data validation to the date column and the sales column. Now in a previous version, it added some wrong data validation, so I asked it to fix it. But now you can see, like I've asked it to fix this, it does actually remember what you've done in previous times. Just to show you, validation list is another worksheet, and this is what it has. It has city, singer, gender, extras, and then min, max for this one, just some documentation, which is pretty handy as well. It's done automatically. I would probably put these in separate tables, but again, you can just ask agent mode to fix things up, as we'll see in a second. So it is pretty great, and this is going to be a very robust table. I can even say, make into a table and add data bars to sales column. So there you go. It's added these data bars. I could have specified the color, but I didn't. And this is using a table in Excel. Many users don't know what a table is. Really, really useful for loads of features, including formulas, etc. It's done that for me. I can then say add a formula column to show day of week in 3 letters. This will be the last thing that I do. If you make a typo, it doesn't matter too much. And it's using this function, text date, that's how you add the week date, and DDD, and it's referring to @date. That is a feature of using a table, proper Excel table, capital T. And I have another video where I talk about tables because they are really, really useful to use. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that video because Agent Mode is amazing and it's included without paying extra for Copilot license within every version of Microsoft 365. It's so awesome. Whereas Clean Data, you do have to pay extra for, and it doesn't do anywhere near as many things. You do have to save it on autosave for the moment and have it on SharePoint and OneDrive, but soon they have said that they're going to drop that restriction and you can use Copilot on any file, even if it's saved offline. My name is David Benaiman. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like. Thanks for watching.